Hello and welcome to Vitosh Academy. Today I would continue with the second part of the tutorials for Entity Framework Core with MVC. So the second part is implement CRUD functionality. And today we would do the following. We would customize the details page, update the create page, update the edit page, and update the delete page. This is pretty much what we got so far. And this is what we get up to now, how our application looks like. We still have this privacy and cookie policy that we actually would disable immediately with the code. We have the link towards students, and this is how it looks. We can create students or we can delete them, and this is how their details page looks so far. So let's close this a bit and start with disabling the privacy policy. So the privacy policy is run from views, shared, cookie consent partial. So cookie consent partial is here. We have like a show banner, like one boolean, which says cookie feature can track if it is true, or otherwise it gives false. So it's either if it can track, it tracks, the banner is showed, otherwise it is not showed. What we are gonna do is pretty much write the following: show banner equals false. In any case, then this beautiful banner is not going to bother us anymore, and the moment we want to rethink our solution, we can simply code this part of show banner false and it would be visible. So customizing the details page. In order to customize the details page, we go to controller, students controller, and there we look at the details, take action, pretty much this one, task iAction result details. And what are we going to customize exactly, and why are we going to customize it? The reason is that whenever we show the student before, we didn't show also the courses in which the student is going. So this is something that we would like to change. We would like also to show the courses. Yeah, so how do we do this? We simply take the list of students here, and we are going to rewrite it a bit. So the first part is okay, but then we would like to write include, and we include also enrollments, and then we include the courses. Okay. Then include e-courses. As no tracking, and then we add first to default, which looks kind of okay. Okay, the rest would stay. You may ask, probably the only point here is, what is this as no tracking? Well, I made a small research in C# in Stack Overflow. I liked this answer here. I haven't liked it. It's written: the usages of as no tracking is recommended when your query is meant for read operations. In these scenarios, you can get back your entities, but they are not tracked by your context. This ensures minimal memory usage and optimal performance, as I said, for read operations, not suitable for the create, update, or delete operations. Pretty decent explanation, so I took it okay. So now we should go to the details view that we are having, and we should find a place to list the courses. So we go to views, not home but students, details, and we are going to write them exactly between here and there. So this is, we write courses here, It's okay. Not exactly what I would code. Okay, KNC is the shortcut for writing comments in HTML, and as you see, Visual Studio correctly translated this to comments. So we write courses here, and we start writing. What should we write? We should write the courses in some kind of columns. So DT class co sm2. As you see, Bootstrap working for us again, and we write here HTML.display4 display name for, and we say here model.enrollments. Pretty neat. So a new DD class, which would be about 10, and of course a table class. Table is okay. As far as we have Bootstrap, that would make everything beautiful. So in the table we write course name, course title, and some grade. Yeah. And now we start using the beautiful razor for each twice tap, and it generated the for each loop. So var item is okay, and our collection is actually model.enrollments, model with big M, of course. And TR/TD is what we do best. TR is new row, TD is new column. So in the new row we write new column, and in the column we display for model item item.course.title. Great. And a new TR/TD where we write almost the same, but this time for the grades, HTML.display4 display for model item item.grade. Okay, no issues found. This is my favorite. Okay, let's save and click F5 to see whether the details part is okay. So the page loaded without the cookie consent because we set it to false. So now if we go to students, we can go to details, and we see Carlson on the roof is with a VBA A, VBA A, and VB.NET B. This is a bit strange because the A's and the B's should be right here, but this looks pretty much fixable. Let's try to fix it. Okay. Model item grade. Okay. TR/TD TR/TD looks interesting, and this is exactly the problem. These TRs are too much. As I said, they should be, oh no, not this one, but this one, they should be on the same row. So save, give it a refresh, get the details back from my second monitor, try to refresh and see whether it would be okay. Yeah, now it's okay. Back to the list. We see Joe Banana. Joe Banana doesn't have any courses. Back to the list, we see Jill. Gio doesn't have any courses. Okay, Mike probably has courses. Yes, Mike has courses, and only in a VBA he has some grade C, which is not good for Mike, but anyway. So let's continue with editing the create page. So in the create page, we're going to modify the HTTP post. Let's view it. It is in the controllers, student controller, and we are looking for create, but the HTTP post create, this one. So what are we going to do? We are going to add a try-catch block, and we are going to remove the ID from the bind attribute. So yeah, let's do it. Pretty much, in order to remove the ID from the bind attribute, simply delete it. And before everything, we start writing try catch exception. Okay, the exception will stay as it is. So what do we write in the try? If model is valid, this is quite okay. We simply copy it and add it to the try. But in the catch, we are going to write something else. So to say db update exception, and we are going to write a few things here. Model state dot add model error, and it will be unable to save changes. Okay, like it's in a string. We can transfer our string like this with the plus. I mean, plus means concatenation of strings, and new line in C# is pretty much not a problem. So we simply write further stuff like try again if the problem persists. Try again, and if the problem persists, restart your PC. And it's kind of a funny error, but whatever. Let's continue with this way and return view student. That's nice. Absolutely. So let's change our edit page as well. I mean our edit method. We would change the HTTP post edit. This is the get. The get looks okay, but the post is something that we would check a bit. So here it's telling us stuff about overposting attacks. Yep, I'm gonna delete this actually. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the ID. But actually not even this, I mean it's even further. Let's HTTP posts, and we would define the action name here. So action name edit, and validate anti-forgery token is okay. Action name with N. So public async task iAction edit post. And we would simply write int ID here. So if ID is equal to null, then return not found. That's rather okay. Wait, why this? Okay, edit is not a good name. It should be edit post. Yep. Control S. Okay. So let's start. If model, okay, now we give the students to update, and we pass it specifically like this. Student to update will be await context. Whenever we use the underscore, we use the context which is right here, this one. So await context dot students dot first or default of default async s equals s dot id dot which is equal to the id, and the id is this one. So we kind of got the student to update, and here we of course finish with column. I'm just okay. Then we see, okay, if await try update model async student. And here we give student to update. Try is actually written like this: student to update, comma, and okay, trying to get the awaiting as first mid name. Yes, his student is also last name, and the enrollment date. Okay, so if this happens and it is true, then start writing. So try catch here, and the try would be await context save changes async, and we return of course the redirect to action, name of index. This name of index, name of, is a reflection, so it checks the name of index and it translates it in runtime actually, I guess. So, and the exception would be model state dot add model error, and here we would write unable to save changes. And put a plus, continue, and write try again please, or restart your PC. I mean, restarting PC sometimes help. At the end we get the return. This one, okay, let's delete some stuff. Okay, return view, but we don't have a student anymore, but we have something else called student to update, so this is what we need to return. And yeah, so far so good. Let's make some updates with the delete page. What do we need to delete there, to update there? So in the delete method, we are going to pretty much to do the same. Put the S-no tracking whenever we get the student, and we are going to put a custom error message if something fails during the delete. So let's find the delete first. We need the get, actually, this one. So what do we need to change here? Okay, so ID. Then we need also to put a boolean nullable save changes error equals false. So this is a boolean that we would write, that we would need in order to, if we have some kind of an error, it would be triggered by our, pretty much by our application. So let's continue with the if ID equals null, it is return not found. That's pretty good. Then we get the student back. Await context students is rather good. Here we get the S-no tracking dot S-no tracking in order to speed it up a bit. And first to default async stays the way it is. Then if the student equals no, return not found. And here we add an additional part. So if save changes error, get value or default is no, then we insert a small text in the view data. This view data here is actually a dictionary, so dictionary type, and this is the key of the dictionary, and here would be the value, and it would be simply delete failed. Try again. Plus, okay, try, wait. Delete failed where I was. Okay, is this, no, this is the edit. Delete. Try again. And if the problem persists, restart your PC, for example. Okay, and then of course return the view of the student. Let's insert this view data error message into our view for delete. But before this, we should also take a look at the post. So make a small update and then insert the view edit error message. So the post so far looks good. The student is correctly found, but here we simply write if student equals no, then we write a return redirect to action name of index. Yep. And here is our try catch that we need also in the delete. So the try would be context students remove student, of course. Then await context save changes to async is good, and then we would return the redirect to action name of index. Okay. And the exception would be db update exception. It would log the error, and thus it would be return redirect to action name of delete and new id equals id, and save changes error would be true. So whenever there is an error, and the throw is also thrown, whenever there is an error, this save changes error from here would code this one, and instead of false it would be with true. Yeah, and thus it would show the beautiful delete failed. Please try again. Yes. So pretty much, let's summarize once again so at least we understand it. This is the deleted thing. Whenever the delete is confirmed, tries to delete, and if it is if a mistake happens, then we go here, and here we go in this if in the true part, and here we are going to display the error message with the information. So long story, let's go to the students delete, and somewhere here add a new class, text danger, and it would be, I would simply paste what I copied before. Of course I would put add view data error message in order to help Razor to understand what I'm talking about, and we would get this. So far so good. Let's check our application whether it works. Press Ctrl F5, see how it loads. So this is the student, this is green mic. Let's details, works, back to list, edit, green mic, green Michael 2002, saved. Wow, this localhost page can't be found. And this is somehow strange. Let's investigate a bit. So the problem should be here in the post of the edit. This is when we get the problem. So best investigation is with stops. I would put 2 breakpoints here. Then I will simply go back and load the edit page again. I mean, it was on this one, but it was let's say Joe Banana. I mean, is the one that should be deleted. Change to Joe Orange Banana. Click on save, and we get here. Go here in the yellow. We press F11, and it says, okay, if ID is different than null, and it actually enters the not found. And entering the not found is actually this one. So the error is pretty visible. It's somehow a mistake happened, and it shouldn't be different than null. If the ID is null, then go to the not found place. So let's check once again. Press F5, and when the page is loaded, go to students, Joe Banana, edit, Joe Orange Banana, and now it works. Delete me is something I have created in the middle time, so it is not associated with any courses. Go back, simply delete it. Yep, delete. Back to the list, everything works perfectly. We can simply close it. Simply go to the database to see Joe Banana, whether it is now Joe the Orange Banana. And if this is the case, this would be the end of our tutorial for the day. So yeah, Joe the Orange Banana, Joe Orange Banana. So thank you for staying here and enjoying, hopefully, my video. Have a great day. Bye.